Again, a very warm good morning to all of you. Myself, Dr. Kumar, Department of IT, Sagar Institute of Research and Technology, SIRT, the SAGE Group, Bhopal. In the previous section, we have covered the mathematical operations, the arithmetic operations, modulus, increment, decrement operators, and the bitwise logic operators. And in this section, in this video, we will cover the rest. Let's take a look. We have covered the basic arithmetic operations, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. We have go for the program to implement them. Then we implement the modulus operator. Then we implement the compound assignment operators. And after that, we implement the increment and decrement operators. And then we implement the bitwise operators. Right now, today we will cover the rest, that is the relational operator. The relational operators determine the relationship that one operand has to the others. The one operator, that is the double equal to. Normally we take the equal to, that is the equal to no. That is the double equal to, that is the equal to. That is the not equal to, greater than, less than, greater than equal to, or less than equal to. Right? I think so. All of you are aware about this. That is the what is the equal to, what is the not equal to, what is the greater than, what is the less than, and what is the less than equal to, greater than equal to. But let's take a look now here. The if you see that a is equal to 1, or we can take the a is equal to 4, or b is equal to 1. Then if we put the condition, if a is greater than 1, a is less than 1, when the condition will be true, at that time it will return the 1. If we have to implement the equal to, we will write the a, that is the equal to. Let's take a look here. Here, this one, if I will here, that is the a. It means a is equal to b. If I will write, that is the a less than equal to, that is the b. I can write b greater than equal to 6. Now that depends on the values of the a and b. Right? Now these are the Boolean logical operators. Boolean logical operators shown here operate only on the Boolean operand. All of the binary logical operators combine two Boolean values to form a resultant Boolean value. That is the AND, logical OR, and NOT, and assignment, or assignment, XOR assignment, equal to and not equal to. Now here, this is a table. Below that, A false, B false, A or B false, A and B false, A exclusive or false, and not A false, that we have also completed in the last lecture. So this is the another scenario in which you can understand. Now here, this is the implementation of the Boolean logic. You see here it clearly, that is the Boolean logic. Inside the Boolean logic, we will write here, that is the this is the same implementation of the A, B, A and B, A or B, A exclusive or B, and not A. Now you see the here, that is the public. I take the class, that is the bool logic. Then I take the main function, and inside the main function I take the variable, that is the A, B, C, D, E, F Boolean type, and that is the true, false, A or B, A and B, A or B. You see, this is the A is the true, B is false, and here C is equal to A or B. So inside the C, the value will be true. D, A and B, the value will be false. A exclusive or B. A exclusive or B means any one condition that should be true. So here the result will be true, and this is the Boolean F, that is the note A. First it will calculate the result. It will take the result note A and B. Note A, that is false, and B, that is false. The result will be false. So here first the result is false. Here the A is true and not B. That is the true. Result is true. Here the result is false. That is the condition is the OR. So here the result will be true. And G will be note A. Note A means the true. The result will be here the false. So this is the I take the implementation, then I print them, value of the A, B, C, and D, and here this is the result. Let's take the implementation of it. That is the Boolean logic. So here this is the Boolean logic. Here I write here that is the Java C, and I put it, and I write here the .java. Okay, then in the .java the program is going to compile and successfully compile. Then I write here that is the Java. When I will run the program, I will write the Java and only the program name. So this is the result here. Sorry, this is the result here, right, of this program. So this was the result. This is the result here. Now the assignment operator, and before going further, myself, Dr. Kumar, Department of IT, the Sagar Institute of Research and Technology, SIRT, the SAGE Group, Bhopal. So here we are coming back on the assignment operator. The assignment operator, I think so you have done, that is the variable is equal to expression, that is the assignment operator. What it will do, it will assign the value of the right hand side to the variable that is the left hand side. So here this is the int x, y, and z. I declare the three variables x, y, and z, all of the integer data type, and here x is equal to y is equal to z, and z is equal to show. It means that is the 100, z is equal to 100. So here the value of the 100, it will show us that is the value of the 100 that will be assigned to the x, y, and z. So all will be here, that is the value of the x and y and z, the value will be 100. This is the ternary operator, that is the three-way operator. Okay, in the three-way operator, let's see, it's the example. Now here if then else statement, that is just like the replacement of the if then else statement, right? In the if then else statement, if the condition is true, then it will be, otherwise the else condition will be. This operator, that is the ternary, it can seem that is the, so here that is the expression 1 ternary operator, expression 2 colon expression 3. Here the expression 1 can be any expression evaluated to the Boolean value. Expression 1 is true, then expression 2 is evaluated. Agar if your expression 1 is true, then expression 2 will be evaluated. If the expression 1 is false, then expression 3 will be evaluated. Just like the if and else condition. If the expression 1 is true, then expression 2 will be evaluated. If the expression 1 is false, then expression 3 that will be evaluated. Right? Now, let's take a look of the ternary operator. So here I take the class that is a ternary, then I take the main function public static void main, right? Here that is the int I, k. I take the two variable, one is the I, one is the k, both of integer type, and then I assign the value inside the I, that is the 10. Then I take k is equal to, k is the variable that I have declared earlier, k is equal to I less than 0. Okay. Now if this condition is true, then minus I will be evaluate, otherwise I will be evaluate. Okay. If I contains 10, 10 is less than 0, yes or no? No. 10 is not less than 0, then this I will be evaluated, right? So here that is the value of the k. What is the value of the k? Then the value of the k, that is the here, that is 10 inside the value, the value will be k, that is 10. And then next I take the another scenario. There are the two scenario, right? Here I write the absolute value of the I. See the first scenario, that is k is equal to, I am using here the ternary operator. See clearly and give the concentration here. Int I k, I declare the two variable of integer type. I assign the value 10 to the variable I. Then I put the logic of the ternary operator k is equal to I less than 10 question mark minus I colon I. Okay. If the condition is true, then the value, if the condition is true, then the second statement will be evaluated. If the condition is true, then the third statement will be evaluated. Here 10 is less than 0, the condition is false, then the third statement will be executed. In the third statement it will have absolute value of that system dot print out ln, that is the I plus is k. Absolute value of the I is equal to k. Inside the k again the value, that is the 10. So here the result is absolute value of 10 is 10. Now I again change the scenario. I less than I is equal to, that is the minus 10. I assign the minus 10 value to the I. So here then I take I less than 10, then minus I. Okay. Then the minus 10 is less than 0, the condition is true, then the second statement that will be executed. Inside the second statement, what is here? Minus I. And I take inside the, that is the minus 10, I assign the value in the I, that is the minus 10. So here I will print the minus I. So minus I and minus 10, it will give the result, that is the plus 10. So here the value will be here, that is the absolute value of the I. I contains the minus 10 is the k. The inside the k, the value will be 10, because the second statement that will be executed when the first statement is true, then here that is the minus I, and inside the I, that is the minus 10 value. So this value will be go to positive, and here the result will be, that is the 10. So let's take a practical implementation of this. This is the class, that is the ternary, and I told you earlier, when you are going for the Java, at that time you will save the Java program with the class name. So here I write here the Java C for the compiler, and I put the name here and I put the Java, because when I compile the program I need to Java C and space the program name following with the extension, that is the .java. So here the program runs successfully, and when I will run the program, at that time I will only put the Java and the name of the program, that is the, so here the result, that is the ternary operator. So we have see the program to demonstrate the ternary operator. So here this is the another program for the ternary operator, right? You can do very well. And this is here the inside this program. Let's take a look of this program. There is a ternary public static void main, that is the int I k, I is equal to 10, k is equal to I, and this is the implementation of this that we have done now, this program here. So now the operator precedence, here the is precedence to lowest precedence, that is the bracket, this the scenario that shows the operator precedence here. And this was all about the bit Boolean logic and ternary operators. Okay. So, I, Dr. Kumar, Department of IT, Sagar Institute of Research and Technology, SIRT, the SAGE Group, Bhopal, welcomes you, and thanks for watching the video. Okay. Thank you.